We might have a visitor over here at the house soon. We're here at the studio.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
My wife.
Kind of. Zach, Timon's friend.
Close second.
No way. Fun.
Maybe. He texted me 2 days ago and said, I'll mow your lawn or whatever.
Oh. So what? Jay could always find something.
And I did.
Let's.
I said, it's like 8 degrees outside, so I'm probably good on the lawn. I said, but what does or whatever include? He said, I'll do anything you pay me to do.
Grinding.
And he said, it's not because I'm desperate. I'm super rich. I'm just bored.
Yeah.
I said, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I said, I'll try to think of some things. I said, you can reach out to Brad, see if he needs help with his basement. I don't know if he texted you or not.
No. He texted. To be fair, Zach, he texted me and I have not texted him back about something else. So maybe that's probably what it is.
Oh, he's waiting.
He's probably like, well, Brad's not going to respond. So why would I?
Anyway, he's coming over because got a bunch of cardboard boxes in the garage. I was like, at some point I'll burn these, but
Hey.
I was like, honestly, I'm trying to think of a second thing to make it worth your while coming all the way over here. But he's like, no, I'm there.
Those boxes will take a while.
All right. So, yeah, he's on his way over. So if we have anything else we need him to do,
Oh, yeah. Well,
we've got him today.
we can find some things, I'm sure.
What would you have him do in the basement?
In my basement, just be a second set of hands. Like, so I'm hanging up stuff on my ceiling right now, and like, basically, I have like one. We'll call it 2 boards running this way, vertical, whatever you want to call it, and then I'm trying to make connecting boards horizontally. But if I make them just a little too long, obviously they don't fit. But if I make them a little too short, it's hard to like hold it up while I'm nailing it in. Would be nice to have somebody else just putting their hand up there.
You can negotiate when he gets here.
Like, what kind of hands you got?
So I said, what's your rate for cardboard box removal? Mm-hmm. He said, whatever you want to pay me, boss. Ball's in my court. What do you think I already said a number. What do you think I offered? What's it worth to have a bunch of cardboard boxes out of your garage? That'll probably take, I don't know, 2 hours.
I haven't checked your inventory these days.
Not bad.
What's minimum wage these days? What is that in Kansas?
Wow. Time is going cheap on
No,
Slack. Minimum
I'm wondering
wage.
what that is. I'm wondering what that is.
I think it's like $7.25 or something.
No,
You offered
is
him
it?
8.
Is it really? I thought the minimum wage was like 12 something.
Wow.
I think Missouri it's like 11. I want to say Missouri is like $4 or $5 more than Kansas. I think it's super
really?
low in Kansas.
As of 2024, the Kansas minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Who knows economics? Me.
Took me a second to be like, what do you? You said you'll do it for. I don't want to say a number because what if I say too high and then you're like, you look like a cheapskate. What if I say too low and it looks like you're just a big boss?
Timon already went minimum
Probably
wage
20 bucks,
route.
right?
You
20
went
bucks.
weirdly specific and you were like 1875.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I bet $50.
Okay. Timon, what do you think I should have paid him?
I don't know. I have no like nothing to base this on.
You think I have something to base this on?
No. I just same with Brad. I don't want to guess something that's like.
I know. Just
I
tell us.
I just want to hear.
No, I want to get your answers and I'll get my answer.
Probably like $300-$400, right?
An hour.
Like help out your buddy. Yeah. Like yeah.
Zach. I'd say Zach's worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Like
you probably you kind of 500.
I think Junk Hall does
An
like a
hour.
minimum 250.
And that's kind of what this is.
This is what it is. He's gonna have to take multiple trips. Probably he's driving a Subaru, right?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
You're parked in the way.
Oh gosh, Zach. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's gonna have to move my car, or I can move it myself.
He can come in through a different way in the garage.
He sure could.
It's troublesome.
It's troublesome. Yeah, Bondi Bowl truck in the way.
Yeah.
So what'd you say?
I said $10.
Dang it, dude! I knew it.
I'm joking. I didn't say $10.
I can do it for free.
I said $100.
That's great.
He said yes.
He said, please. Timon's like, I have to edit a video for this. And all I could be doing is breaking down some boxes.
I never know what to do. It's cold out. I don't know. I don't know what high schoolers charge for manual labor.
I know, 100%. I think
They don't either.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's great.
It's great.
I think you're generous, and you should be. Like you have the money, and he's doing you a favor.
All right, it's good. Good price.
Yes,
Oh yeah, very good price.
absolutely. He, as a high schooler, $100, he is literally a king.
Good.
He can eat for 5 years off of that.
Maybe once I get him here, I throw a couple other tasks on there.
A couple other bones. his way. Oh, a couple of
No,
tasks.
no, more tasks. Same amount of bones, more tasks.
Same bones. Yeah, I'm not paying him that much for my basement. He's just holding something up. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. That's fun, Zach. I would love to have Zach on the pod.
Yeah, hear his deep voice.
Yeah, when I move my truck, he can sit in for me.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, we'll see when he gets here.
So
yeah, just helping him out real quick.
Yeah, just doing the Lord's work over here. Squeakity squeak, squeaking. I had a second version of the Home Depot incident where somebody got mad at me for something that I thought was being like overly nice about.
Uh-oh.
And I'm starting to think that people are just rude sometimes.
Or Taylor Swift, it's me. Hi.
I'm the problem. It's me. Maybe. Because both times it was like my stuff was somewhere that somebody else wanted to be. This time was at Lifetime Fitness. And it was like a very like non-busy time. It was like 8:30 at night. So there wasn't very many people there. So I was doing the cable rows. Yes? You know what I'm talking about?
Back workout.
Good. Okay. Is it?
Back and shoulders?
Oh, I'm not rowing. I'm stationary and I'm bicepping. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Maybe it's a little bit engaging of the core of the back. I don't know. Anyway.
Dude, some of those machines. Brookridge has got this machine. It's kneeling, one leg curl. Dude, look at this machine, trying to figure out where my body parts go. It's wild. It's a hamstring exercise where you're like, you curl it behind you.
But only one leg?
But it's only one leg at a time. So it's got this sliding apparatus for your knee to go on. I look like a buffoon trying to figure this out. Okay, literally like a trained monkey, just like beating around it.
Yeah, I'm going to need somebody else to do this first, please.
Yep.
That's what you'll notice. Well, maybe, I don't know how busy Brookridge is in general, but like with Lifetime, every once in a while, it's like late at night or whatever, like lull of the day. I'm like, this is the time where you try out a new machine.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of interested in this like assisted pull-up thing, but I might look like a dingus the first couple times. So, 10, 15 at night, a couple other people there, that's fine.
My very first workout this morning was one that because I like the app I'm using, Fitbod. It gives me workouts. It's very solid, and it gives you instructional videos and instructional text, like how to do it properly. So you should be doing it well, but even in the video, I'm like, this looks like a guy who would be like made fun of for doing it wrong. I think it's a glute workout where you take like the rowing
the rope.
Yeah, you can exchange the handle.
Yep.
It's kind of the axle thing, the what's it called? The pulley system.
Yep.
I put it on the very bottom, and then you turn around. And then you grab this thing kind of underneath you. You're squatting, and then you pull it up.
You're twerking right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I mean, it says to do that, and it is working my glutes, but someone's filming me right now. It
Right.
just feels like I'm using this wrong.
It's a prank. Like this whole app is a prank for you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there's plenty of times where I'm like, this doesn't feel quite right. And it probably isn't, But I'm like, I'm trying. I'm here trying. Mm-hmm. Anyway, was at Lifetime, and I was doing a superset, Jake. You know superset?
Yes, that is where you do a workout, but you're soaking wet.
But you have a cape on. It's where you do two things like in a row. So I was going to do the cable rows, and then I was going to go right from there to dumbbell curls.
Wow.
So that way you can do more exercises in less time.
Okay.
So I was going to go get the dumbbells to bring back. I had already set my towel and my water bottle down at the cable rows spot. Now notice, Lifetime, big gym, has 3 different places where you can do cable rows. 2 of them, mine and another one, were occupied.
Okay.
And so this guy comes up, asks the other guy around from him, comes up to my area where I wasn't yet. And he's like, hey, is this your stuff? Are you using this? And this guy's like, oh, no, I think this guy is. I'm walking up with my dumbbells. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm using this. But there's another one down there. Mm-hmm. And that guy just didn't like Yeah, he was just kind of mean about it. He wasn't like a tool, but he was just like, okay. And he didn't use it. And I'm like, well, I don't know what. I was like, it's right down there. It's on the right side of the aisle down there. It's the same thing. And like, yeah, and I'm like, am I just being extra sensitive and like, I just need to get over it? But I'm like, I was trying to like be helpful, not just be like, yeah, this is my stuff. I'll be done soon. Like I was like, this is my stuff. I'll be done soon. But if you want to do it right now, take 16 steps that way and you can do it.
I'm right there with you. I think I'm also a little sensitive to this stuff. I'm like, man, it's not that hard to be polite or to be nice or give someone a smile.
Yes.
So when it doesn't happen when it should, it's annoying.
Yeah. And like also, dude, you're going to be fine even if you don't do one workout of this one thing.
Also, you could open your eyes and clearly seen that one's not being used. This whole conversation didn't even need to happen.
Yes. I was like, come on, man. So
yeah, that is frustrating. There's I'm trying to figure out how to tell a story without sharing too many details, but someone recently has kind of come into my life and Isaac and I were like debriefing, like, what is it about him that we don't love? And it's like, I think it's just like a general, like, he just doesn't smile that often. It's as simple as that. It's like, I don't know. I think it's like, you don't notice it when it is there, but when it's not there, you're like, why does he seem so serious? Or why does he seem so like not fun? It's like, I think he just doesn't smile that much. And I think it's a big deal.
I think that is literally like the definition of a sense of humor. Sense of humor. As in like, you understand when things are funny. You understand, like, it's not like sense of humor doesn't mean you are hilarious. Sense of humor means you understand when something's fun.
You're with it.
Humorous and like joyful, and therefore you can laugh along with people.
Yeah, we separate person, separate story, but we our volleyball league started last night, which I should talk about this because Scott found a way to get involved. It was great.
He texted me, he's like, are you going to the volleyball game? I was like, no.
No, don't ever text me about this again.
What did I say? Oh, sorry. Little sidebar about Scott. Let's just make fun of Scott every episode. We were watching the Chiefs game together against the Texans. Anyway, and out of nowhere, we talked about cucumbers and whatever. Oh, I know why, but it doesn't matter.
It's like the second half, pivotal.
It's like kind of like a big part of the game. And Scott just like, while the game is like happening, he's asked Gunner, he's like, so
third down, Mahomes drops back.
You have like English cucumbers or regular cucumbers? And I find it like I'm not like some like, we can't talk about cucumber, like whatever, but I just go, what are we doing right now? That's what I said to him. I said, what are we doing right now?
We're clarifying the type of cucumber in the second half of this playoff game.
This is not important at all to talk about cucumbers right now. It's never important, but especially now. Like there is a huge game on right now. If we lose it, the season's over. So, like, it
didn't
you
look
guys
like
care about
English
organic for that stuff, or is it just regular?
How easy is it to start like a backyard garden?
What are you? Come on, stop! Watch the game.
Yeah, it feels like commercial. You have like a 4-minute commercial break. Get all your cucumber talk out then.
Gladly, I'll talk. Like, I'm not like, dude, you can't talk about vegetables, dude. Eat a burger. It's like, that's not what I'm trying to say about this at all. It was just like, why are we talking about this right now?
Now, I got a quick sidebar. I texted Steve Coop, but brief discussion in the Friday Pickleball group chat. We were like, should we like just do Friday pickles or like Friday pickled vegetables? Like, Steve Coop, you're gonna like this.
Yeah.
Friday pickled beets, pickled onions. I don't know. We're talking.
It's called Friday Pickle. It's therefore like whatever. Pickle anything.
We already got it. Anyway, so last night was volleyball. We had a new girl play with us.
Okay.
Which was really fun. She played Division I volleyball for Creighton, which was in Northern Iowa's conference. So like Rachel remembers playing her. And like I went on the recruiting trail yesterday, and ended up getting a 5-star in like the 7th round. It was like,
how'd you find her?
I just texted so many people being like, hey, I'm looking for a volleyball player.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we didn't really know much about her other than that she's a stud at volleyball. But then she showed up last night. It was just like great and fun. And Rachel and I were debriefing on the ride home. It was like, she wasn't necessarily cracking a ton of jokes, but she laughed when like me and Isaac were cracking jokes. She would laugh at the dumb things I would say to Rachel. It was like, and I loved having her around. That's all it takes. It's a sense of humor.
Right. Like Timon makes jokes sometimes and they're hilarious when he makes them, but he's not like the funny guy in the group usually with us. Right?
And it's just fun to have someone around who like seems like they understand at least what you're saying. Yeah. It's like, yeah, they know when I'm trying to be funny at least.
How fun is it to be like, oh, that person always laughs at me? Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Catherine laughed a lot at me when we first were dating. She's like, "You look so goofy." No, I'm just kidding. You are so like.
Look at you.
I just laugh every time I see you. No, yeah, but that was one of the things I was really attracted to. I was like, she gets my jokes. That's nice.
It's nice to be around people like that.
And it wasn't like we're going back and forth making joke after
Riffing,
joke.
and I was
Oh
like,
man, we did improv for 5
Catherine,
minutes.
you got to join Second City.
I
Tina
tell you
Fey
what.
over here.
Oh, a little Kristen Wiig on our hands. Dad, I can't see too well. Is that Bill Shakespeare over there? No, it's just yeah. But she
Just so great. It's an easy way to be liked.
Yes.
Laugh at people.
right.
Then again, not if it's not funny.
Maybe don't like bully people. Yeah, don't just go up to like a nerd and laugh at them.
True.
So
But so last night, we're putting together this team. Tate Unruh, supposed to be our third guy. He calls me on the way there and says, "Hey, do you know what this is about?"
no, but I love Tate. But
Tate's
man,
awesome.
that guy can be flaky as heck.
This,
It's real.
I don't know, could have been made up. He said, "Hey, I'm on my way. I'm on the highway right now. I got to turn around though. We just had a pipe burst."
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry." He's like, "Dude, it's all good. It's like it's happened before. It's an unfinished area, but Hillary just has no idea what to do, so I'm gonna go home."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, no worries. You know what? Let's just draw. It's like 15 minutes for the game. We'll just be good with 5." And then we pull up, and as we're walking in, Isaac's like, "Dude, that's Scott's car." And we're looking in. It's so tinted. We're like, there's someone in there, but we can't see. We're staring at him. Like, I don't know. So we keep walking in, and then we get to the top of the stairs. Scott calls out our name from the bottom. We're like, "Scott," him and his daughter Palmer were there. He's like, "I'm coming to watch." And we're like, "You want to play?"
You're not coming to watch. Yeah.
He had a bag of Noodles and Company and like a soda. I was like, "Give that to Palmer. You got to suit up."
Yeah.
And so Scott was in like a long sleeve about like that. It was a Roback GRKC 20 sweatshirt and his Fabletics joggers. And he graced the floor with us last night, and it was so fun.
I bet.
We had a blast. And Scott, of course, is like really solid at
Of course.
volleyball. So
He's good at he's just like you, where he's good at everything he does. Like he'll figure it out.
yeah, so it was really fun. Of course, I mean, I don't take it super seriously, but I want to not be the worst person on the team when I'm playing volleyball with Rachel and her friends. And so, I try to not be a liability, but I've never dove playing indoors. That's what's fun about sand volleyball. You can dive without, a care in the world. Indoors, not a psycho. I don't have knee pads on.
Until last night.
Scott dove plenty for all of us. He dove, probably 3 to 4 different times, ripped his Fabletics joggers, put a hole in them. And I think that's why he's like, "I might have to do some cozy earth." And I was like, "You should."
Oh, there you go. Hey, or JRKC 24 Roback as well.
Oh, I should remind him of that.
Roback joggers are awesome.
Because that's what I was telling him. I was like, they're
I have them
$10. They're the exact same joggers as Lululemon. The Roback's Delta Performance are the exact same, like probably same manufacturer as Lulu's ABC joggers. But they're $10 cheaper plus 20% off GRKC 20. So you're welcome. Anyway, it was just fun playing with Scott because we're all goofing around. There'd be rallies where sometimes it would be all the girls, and it just looks beautiful. When one girl bumps it to Rachel, who then puts it up to this like 6'3" Creighton girl, it looks like the Sistine Chapel's being painted. And then there'd be some rallies where for whatever reason it went me, Scott, and Isaac. And it looks like we're on ice. We're just doing anything we can to get the ball back.
Like a deer struggling in the winter on ice. Yeah. Frozen pond.
There were just a lot of moments to laugh at ourselves and give each other a hard time. Like Isaac mishit probably the first 9 out of 10 spikes he went for, but they would be glorious because it's this massive swing, and then it only hit the right side of his hand, so it dives to the right. It's like, oh, you got to kill, and just laughing at that. And anyway, that girl I feel like won us over. She's like, she understands why all this is funny.
Yeah.
To put a bow on it. So good times last night with Scott though. It was great.
Scotty.
Hearing himself, he's one phone call away now. I said next week I'm going to burst Tate's pipe on my own.
Yeah.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, depending on how Tate plays, you might have a few more burst pipes. That's amazing. That's great. I love that.
It was really fun.
Man. How did we get on sense of humor? Oh, somebody not smiling or something?
I think it was from
that guy.
Cable Rose.
Yeah. What the heck?
Cable Rose.
Cable Rose.
Cable Rose. Should we talk about the opportunity that we declined tomorrow?
Yes, I also just wrote down.
I almost forgot to talk about it.
Let's talk about that, and then let's also talk about halftime of the Chiefs game with Scott. I forgot about that. I didn't have that written in my notes until we just talked about the cucumber thing.
There's so many things in a week that probably don't get said. That
I know. Anyway, okay. So yeah, almost had a new claim to fame, but we don't get out of bed for less than $100 of cardboard money. Am I right?
Essentially,
yeah.
Yeah. So we got a text. Credit to Brad. He had this number saved. I did not. I deduced who it was coming from though. But we would get put in this group text from a number I don't know, and it says, "Hey guys, something like, we'd love to have you represent the team this Friday on the Today Show live. They're doing like a playoff preview, and would love to have you down there. It's at Union Station. Call time's at 6:30 a.m." It's like, whoa, it's a pretty cool text. Today Show, represent the Chiefs going into the AFC Championship game. That's pretty fun. Immediately I start thinking through like, because I follow a few comedians who will like do the live news thing just to like do different bits or like just to like kind of get clips out of them. And I think they're so funny.
What's the guy, Nate from The Office, that would have that like whole shtick?
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
He was like a fake recycling company or something like that.
So funny.
Or is it a yo-yo company?
I can't remember.
But Sam Morrill is another comedian I love who will go on there and say ridiculous things.
It's like super dark jokes.
Yeah, just to get a reaction out of the news anchors. And so my mind was already spinning with like things we could do. Let's lean into the Chiefs and the refs. Let's pay off the refs on air, live. Let's talk about Taylor Swift. I don't know. There's options. And then negotiation Brad enters the room. And I don't know why I didn't think of this.
You didn't?
And it didn't come to mind initially anyway. I was like, oh yeah, totally. He's like, well, let's try to get something out of this.
Yeah. I was like,
jerseys and tickets to the game.
Yeah. That seems, I mean, we're taking our time. We're going there, doing our thing.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah. Reverse engineer that. We're getting up at 5:30.
Yeah. That's an early day.
Yeah. Time away from my family.
Oh my gosh, your sweet, poor family.
I know.
Can't live without you.
Nope. I had to bring them with. And then they're tired. They're off their schedule for days on end.
Gosh.
Yeah.
At least they could
savings is hard. Yeah.
Club level seats, 50-yard line.
Yeah, right.
AFC Championship game.
Yeah, right.
And so I carefully craft
great text.
A message asking in return. Brad and I would love to be there. In return, we love, you guys sent us to the first home game of the year. We love to be there cheering our heads off for the last home game of the year. We'll be the loudest fans in the section. In return, we'd love tickets to the game Sunday, essentially. And she came back and said, no can do.
No can do, baby doll.
The NFL kind of controls a lot of the tickets, and we have a certain allotment, but they're already given up.
I don't buy it.
Where's my wallet?
That's right. It doesn't matter because I don't buy it.
Yeah, I was like, if we were Caitlin Clark, they'd figure out an allotment.
I think they have a few more.
Yeah, so they declined our
no problem.
Our proposal. And then I kind of asked, I was like, what kind of segment does this look like? Is this a Q&A? And so she sent a video from last year. Did you ever end up watching it?
Mm-mm.
So last year's like playoff preview on the Today Show was basically like, all right, we're going live to Baltimore. We're talking to Mr. Defense. He's a super fan for the Baltimore Ravens. All right, Alicia, take it away. And Alicia's like, all right, I'm here with defense. It's like this guy dressed as a purple fence. You think the Ravens have what it takes to win it all this year? They're going to win the next one, and then they're going to win the big one. And then there's 30 people behind them just screaming.
Yeah.
And then they keep screaming, so she's having to like scream back at him. What do you think about Lamar? You think he's got what it takes? Yeah.
Because of our defense.
Yeah. Let me hear you say, go Ravens one time. Go Ravens. All right, on to San Francisco. Let's talk to the 49ers. It's like, oh, if that's the segment, that's a little different than like represent the team. I'm thinking we got 5 minutes for like a sit down interview.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Like kind of like director's chairs, a little bit tall up.
So talk about the team this year.
So you guys have been fans for a long time. Oh yeah, remember Tyler Thigpen? Remember all the
Brody Croyle and talk Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. How you feeling?
Right.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
To be interviewed as Chiefs fans. But this was like, you scream at me, I scream at you back.
Which I do that pretty well too.
You've been known to do that well. But
yeah.
In the end, I was just like, I don't know if we're not getting anything out of this. I know it's the Today Show,
which it would have been a fun experience, no doubt. But it also was like, I mean, I don't know.
It's not going to do anything for anyone.
No,
other than
not at all. Well,
people 50 and older.
say what you want, Jake, but I would say we got a huge bump in our ratings from that tailgate thing, the Chiefs thing at the beginning of the year.
Rachel made the joke that my first question should have been, "What's the segment like?" And it should have been, "Am I going to have to encounter barbecue sauce at any point?"
Yeah. Will I get barbecue? Remember that? And they even said after that, they're like, "We owe you guys big time for like that thing."
Yeah, you're right.
You know what? How big time?
How big time?
How
Club
big
level
time?
big time?
They did email us like a week ago. Did you see that? Like for a campaign,
Yeah, non-paid.
non-paid, but then they're like, "But we could give you something." Like they made it sound like they might be able to give us tickets for that one.
Dang it.
And so in my head, I was like, okay, well, if you can do it for that, you can do it for this. They were like, it's not paid, but we'd be willing to give you some sort of,
Compensation.
yeah, whatever. So anyway, we did not take them up on it.
We politely declined.
We politely declined, but I said, but I can't wait to do it some other time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, let's talk about halftime of the Chiefs game. So Scott is just like a lot of us, but maybe even a little bit more. I think he's always been on like a health train kind of thing for a long time. But his health train stuff is different, like random. He's all about cold showers. He really likes Wim Hof. If you guys know who that is, Timon, you heard of Wim Hof?
Nope.
Okay. I think Wim Hof was like maybe not the original, but like I feel like he made famous like cold therapy, like cold shower, like cold plunges and whatever, all this stuff. I think he had a Netflix episode with Gwyneth Paltrow back in the day, the Goop Factory. Heard of this? Nothing?
Not
Okay.
a clue.
Have you heard of Wim Hof?
Yeah, new Wim Hof Goop Factory. I don't know.
I better make sure that's what it's called. Goop Gwyneth. Yeah.
Augustus Gloop.
Goop Lab. Goop Lab sounds like something you like, I don't know, Russian or something. Or no, German.
Gulag.
Yes, Gulag.
Goop
Goop Lab. Anyway, apparently Wim Hof also has these breathing techniques that he encourages to oxygenate your lungs, is what Scott said.
Oh.
And you ask Scott what it means, and he doesn't really have a great explanation. He's like, it gives oxygen to your lungs, and it's good for you. And I had talked to him about it maybe like, I don't know, a week earlier, and he's like, have you done any of those exercises yet? And I was like, no, honestly, hadn't thought about it. He's like, yeah, you should do them sometime. And Gunner's like, well, what are we doing at halftime? And so Gunner, Scott, and I did these exercises where essentially you just take a deep breath in and then like a short breath out 30 times in a row. And then because of that, you're supposed to be able to then breathe out after the 30th time and just hold your breath for like a minute straight without it being hard because your brain is tricked into thinking like whatever, you have enough oxygen or whatever it is. I don't know. But dude, it did something. It worked.
You guys were all pretty fired up about
We
it.
were trying to do it. And then of course, like we're doing some like,
It's like guided. Like Scott's putting like a sound on for like breathe in.
it sounds like,
Breathe out.
It sounds like an Asian guy who was taught English from a British guy. He's like, you are doing great. I don't know. Like, and so it's kind of like this British accent. And, so of course, like we're breathing and we're just holding our breath. And then all of a sudden the guy says something
Hold.
and keep holding. You can go a little bit longer. And then Scott says he looks at me and he starts dying laughing.
Yeah, they couldn't get through it.
And so then I start dying laughing, and so we're all laughing hard and stuff. But like, I don't know what this breathing thing is, but like it did like bring some like energy, like, I don't know, something. It made me feel like I was going to pass out at first, like lightheaded, but like in a nice way. I don't know. It's kind of hard to
In a
explain.
beautiful way.
So yeah, Jake has a little video of it. I think you could post on their time. But
Cool.
Oh yeah. I'll text that now.
Breathe in and then just let it out.
Jake. Yeah, we're just like, and you just do that 30 times, but you're supposed to repeat the cycle 3 times. And I think the third time you're supposed to hold your breath for like a minute and a half or something.
It's crazy.
And Scott's like, and Gunner's like, oh, I can't hold my breath that long. And Scott's like, yes, you can. Watch, you can do it. So I would like to try it again, but haven't done it yet. But that's the kind of stuff we do at our halftime, time.
It was funny. Yeah, no cucumber talk. We're breathing.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Gunner brought over like 100 pizza rolls And he started getting into the oven a little too much. And I said, pause off. Let me just, I appreciate you brought him over. Your job's done here. I'm going to take it from here. So
you're like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Like, just stop. Just preheat and get out. Walk away.
Which you preheated to 440. Yes?
Yeah, it's the optimum temperature for my oven.
That's you.
My oven.
You've dialed in.
Yeah, I've dialed it in. But now it's done. Now I'm just a chicken and vegetables guy. So goodbye.
See ya.
No more of that. Okay, so you guys don't know about this Broadway singer thing.
I've heard of Broadway. I've heard of singers, but I don't know.
Okay. I'll just read you the whole post then. So this is on our Ghostrunners Facebook group. Kaylee Cronin said, I need help from the funniest group of people I know. I'm a Broadway performer, currently in the new musical comedy Death Becomes Her. I'm on stage nightly in my own ensemble track, and I also cover the 2 lead women.
Whoa.
One of which I've been on for fairly frequently. There's a scene in the show where Madeline announces a new improvised sponsor for her televised wedding ceremony each night. The show is crazy and campy, and I try to get a big laugh with the sponsor, but I'm running out of good ideas. She gave some examples. They're all like real companies, like brought to you by TikTok, make every second count. Brought to you by Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Put that on everything.
She's like, as you can see, anything goes. The more widely known, sillier, timelier, the better. Looking for your clever ideas. Side note, Timon Imsh, I know you want to stay behind the camera, but your voice is incredible, and I think we need you on a Broadway stage.
Whoa. Wow.
Maybe sweeping or pulling the curtains. So I added that. Just
that was me. That was me.
But no, it does sound like a funny bit. Like a girl who's maybe like obsessed with herself and is televising her own wedding ceremony, has a sponsor for it.
Yeah.
So I almost typed out a bunch of ideas. It's like, you know what? It'd be better just to even brainstorm this on the podcast for Kaylee, because I think this is just incredible. The first thing that came to mind, which I think she in the comments, she kind of debunked, or she just like said, like, it does have to be a real company, and you have to use their real slogans. So like, that would be funny if you could just say something and then the joke is what their slogan is. Like, let me try to think of an example. Like
Tide Pods.
Butter.
They won't kill you.
Yeah. Butter. I don't care if it slowly kills me, or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
But I think it's got to be a real company and the real slogan, which limits quite a bit. I was going to ask her, can it be a company that no longer exists? It could be funny if it's like brought to you by Enron. Money today, money tomorrow, or something that's like clearly ironic because it went out of business.
Yeah, so she wants it to be like because it's funny. Like the punchline then is like usually like the slogan that's made up, but you can't make up the slogan.
Yeah, I know. That's what's tough. So I guess the joke is essentially just like, my wedding has a brand deal in it.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like good... Whatever.
It's
you don't know the answer, but like, what if it doesn't have to be the actual like slogan? It could be like part of an ad campaign. Like, I'm trying to think of like hilarious, like the Bud Light Real Men of Genius kind of thing, you know, or like, or the all the Bud Light ones. The Wazza.
Wait. Did she say that? She did. Brought to you by Budweiser. Wazza. So that does work.
That one was like, I remember for like a solid year, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I remember I saw somebody who had a personalized license plate that said Wazza on it, and I was like, so sad that my dad did not get that license plate.
Come on.
Dad, that would be so good. Wazza.
I think the biggest laughs you're going to get have to be almost on the opposite spectrum of a wedding. So everything a wedding is, the sponsor has to be the opposite of it.
Sure, yeah.
A divorce attorney. Or even like liquid death would be funny, because the liquid death, kill your thirst. Something so intense like that makes it funny.
A very intense. Yeah, brought to you by the psychiatric ward of Advent Health.
Yeah. You're not great. You're not you without your pills. Right. Snickers also is a part of this. It's a joint deal. They're not competitors, so it's all good.
Yeah. What up? Yeah. Yeah. All the things I'm thinking of, I'm just thinking.
I'm making up the slogan.
The actual thing. Brought to you by Johnson & Johnson. We also make shampoo, guys.
Why is everyone talking about this one thing we made one time?
Yeah.
We didn't even test it.
It's tear-free for kids. We're a baby company mostly.
Brought to you by Elon Musk. Remember me for the car stuff.
Yeah, guys. Like, I have a really good car company. Okay.
Brought to you by Elon Musk. Don't you like those drones every now and then? Let's talk about
Sure,
those. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Brought to you by Elon. Yeah. We're not the only thing in the sky. Why are we talking about the UFOs? Like, whatever. Yeah, I think you and I have a hard time turning that aspect of our brain off. Like,
Yeah, it's basically like don't write a joke. Just like think of a company.
just think of a funny like what are funny? I mean, like funny products out there are
Toilet paper, I guess.
the
You wanna
shake
go
weight.
potty humor.
Plenty of
Shake
people
weight.
love the shake weight. Yeah, that's just a funny product. The squatty potty, funny product.
Yeah. Things that have funny words. What's that? Scrub daddy. It's just a funny
Scrub
word.
Daddy's great.
Sham wow. Funny word. SeaWorld. That'd be kind of funny. Anything that has a negative connotation, I think that's a sponsor.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the killer whales at SeaWorlds. Please help us.
Yeah.
Once again, just making up our own slogan. So
Because they're also, whatever. Something about how, you're ball and chain, you're chained up, just like the blackfish. I don't know.
So the company has a negative connotation.
I don't know. Aren't there a lot of them these days, Jake?
Don't I know it?
You name a company, I'll tell you something negative about it.
Apple.
The world we live in. Apple? They're spying on us.
World we live in.
The world we live
Say
in.
that
Yeah,
for all of
right.
them.
Yeah, right. The world we live in with Apple. Oof. Gross. Rotten.
Rotten apple. You got a worm in my apple.
Ugh.
Ew.
Cookies, too.
Got a worm in my cookie.
Yeah, right. That's fun though. So this girl is Broadway.
Every night
She
performs.
is on Broadway. She has Broadway skills, and she thinks that when Timon improvises a song, that you are worthy enough of Broadway. AKA Timon, what the heck are you still doing here, man?
Yeah, go clean out those boxes. You got to move to New York City, so you need money somehow.
That is high praise. Yeah, thank you. What was her
Huge.
name?
Kaylee.
Kaylee, thank
Spelled
you.
like the Utah way.
Okay. Lots of letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EIGH.
Okay, I was like, what? I don't know how to pronounce. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's the main takeaway is that someone who's on Broadway listens to us. That's pretty sweet.
That is crazy.
And some people, a lot of YouTubers, creators, podcasters out there are going to say, we love you all equally.
But
I'll say the Broadway means more.
I'll go ahead and say if you have a potential connection to Lin-Manuel Miranda, you might get a notch up. Yeah.
Not all created equal.
That's wild. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever said anything to me about being able to be on Broadway.
Let me see if there's a PSP. I don't see.
Anyway,
Post.
and I've sung a lot on this show, so
Plenty of opportunities.
this talk show of ours. So there I was, thinking, no way could it get any better.
What happened?
And then somebody slid right down the bar a steaming hot cup of Joe, Main Street Roasters Joe,
Oh, this is not like a bench press bar, or is it?
and up to interpretation. Slid down the bar. Yeah. No. I was sitting there. I was having the time of my life watching the Chiefs go to their third Super Bowl in a row. Gosh, I hope we're right. And they're like, this is the best day ever.
And you said
nothing
no.
could get any better. And then this guy goes, oh yeah, tries me. And then he chucks that Joe down the row. And everyone's like, no, I wanted the Main Street Roasters
They're
Joe.
grabbing, they can't get it. It's
And the guy's like, hey, there's enough for everybody on MainStreetRoasters.com. Get there.
yeah!
GRKC for 10% offs.
Crowd goes nuts.
The crowd goes absolutely bonkers.
Ravens fans, Bills fans,
Doesn't matter.
lesbians, everyone.
The whole
The
spectrum
whole sports bar was going nuts.
was just very hyped up for Main Street Roasters, the greatest coffee you could ever drink,
Yep.
the best grounds, the best beans.
Baristas and soda jerks
Yes.
across the country are raving about this. That's
Yes.
who gave you yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Old-timey soda jerks.
What was his name?
Tallow.
Theodore
Tallow.
Fireplace.
Tallow.
Tallow. Dude, Rachel's been putting some beef tallow on her face.
Oh, on her face.
Stinks to high heaven.
Oh, I got a tallow girl for her. Well, there's some ghosties that have tallow company. JP, shout out JP.
Well, we're not. Main Street Roasters
They came to Main Street Roasters. I'm not even joking. Remember JP and his wife?
What do they look like?
They
smell bad?
actually, his wife was Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do in Mennonite country, Indiana. They came to Main Street Roasters because they knew they had the best coffee around, and they supported us. So we want to support them. They also supported them. Now also support JP. Who supports Main Street Roasters.
Who supports Main Street Roasters. By going to the website, order some coffee for 10% off.
I bet Main Street Roasters people love tallow.
It's cohesive.
J.R. Casey.
Another thing, you guys have both been big bricks, so maybe you've missed it.
Yeah,
But
Timon.
did you see the chair debacle on Facebook?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
Theo Vaughn.
What is that about?
I've seen that.
You have?
What's
Yeah.
that chair debacle? How you guys both? What are you guys?
Whoa, you don't know about Theo Vaughn and
Theo
Logan
Vaughn in
Paul?
the chair?
You guys are messing with me. What's Theo Vaughn's chair with Logan Paul?
100% this is true. I promise.
Yeah.
This
How
is
have I not
not
seen it? I follow both those people.
maybe because you're not political, man. Maybe because you don't love our country.
Maybe.
Honestly. No, they were at the inauguration.
Okay, didn't even know that. Rachel had to tell me everything about the inauguration. That was day one of Shred. My mind was full of other
You were
protein
shredding,
and
yeah.
carbs, and
Oh, we went hard on the inauguration. No surprise.
you and Timon.
Timon and I got together.
Over.
Yeah, he made his homemade cinnamon rolls, which is
Wow.
just apple cinnamon icing on there. I didn't even know that was a
For
thing.
George Washington, apple pie.
Sure. Kids made their own inauguration bingo cards the night before.
Wow.
Hilarious. And they both got a blackout because they put things on there like Donald Trump and like whatever. So no, at the inauguration, I believe Theo Vaughn was sitting in front of the Paul brothers,
Oh, wow.
and Theo Vaughn's chair broke on him and he fell
way.
backwards.
How do I not see
And
any of
And
this?
the Paul
Logan
brothers
happened to be recording. which
happened to be recording,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
And so Theo Vaughn is claiming that they pranked him at the inauguration. And it's like, it feels like fake beef, but it feels like they're kind of going back and forth because like the Paul brothers are like, no, we didn't. He's like, there's a time, Theo Vaughn's like, there's a time and a place for everything. This is not the right time to prank somebody. Logan Paul's like, I was recording it because everyone could see that chair was janky. We were all talking about how ridiculous it was. And, he falls back. And so they're back and forth on this thing.
I might have been partially bricked this past week.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been too much. I have been reading up a storm.
Yeah.
I mean, a flurry. No, I don't know if I've watched TV this week. We don't watch any shows. I just read at night.
Read that novel? What is it?
Yeah, I just finished it. Never Lie. I would recommend it if you like thrillers, psychological thrillers. Really good book. My sister got it for Rachel, but I've been reading it. It's a Frida McFadden, I think is her name. Not the
Okay.
girl, the South American unibrow girl. Different Frida.
I was going to say, that's the only one I subscribe to.
Yeah, it's called Never Lie. Good book. Good twist. So I didn't know about the chair. That's really funny though.
Yeah.
The chair is one of the few things from the inauguration I did see. I was also very just like, I think my family might have tuned into some of it and like I heard some things, but that's like
Yeah.
one of the few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see anything else, like anything go like up into the Reich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You far right?
It's all good. He's Swatistic, so.
You make that up?
I did not. I saw Andrew Schultz said that. All right, Jessica Garreau spelled the New Orleans way.
Oh, yeah. So there's an X in there.
There's an X in there, yeah. This is fascinating.
Garreau Tigers.
It's so hard to like send a specific post on. I'm gonna send it to you on
Yeah, you can
Messenger or
share.
something lame.
No, you can copy link.
I'm more share options. My internet's so slow. I should have done this the whole time we were talking. What is wrong with me? I'll just share it to my public Facebook. You guys should check it out. It's not.
Hey guys, this is for the podcast.
This is for the podcast.
How about I just get on Facebook real fast and
Don't
find it?
look at it if you're not on my podcast.
Let's see.
Links you share are unique to you and may be used to improve suggestions as you see. Great. Give me a link.
How do you not say send?
I'm doing it all the right way. I even click more share options. It's not working. Basically, type in Jessica, type in chair, and I want you to find this post.
So there's 3 dots at the top of this post, and then you say copy link, Jake.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't have that.
Jessica.
You think
All right.
she has me blocked? She has me anti-link?
Maybe she's like, I don't want things to be linked for me. I'm just gonna scroll until I find.
It was posted January 19th, so
Got
4
it.
days.
Got it.
So I'll summarize what the pictures you're seeing in front of you are. Basically, that's the same chair. One taken
I see.
in the storefront and then one taken at home.
A little soft light, hard light.
Yeah, I think blue light versus orange light. I'm guessing is what we're looking at. Timon, I want your thoughts on this as well. Doesn't it have to be a color temperature thing?
I don't know.
the
It's
lights?
weird because it's such a.
That's extreme.
If it was like
really
if the chair
extreme.
looked like yellowish or versus like bluish, it was the same. This is like such different shades. Like very interesting. I don't know what my thoughts. I mean, like
It
it seems impossible.
so I just, working on the basement, upgraded the lights, and they have like 5 different light temperatures or whatever.
That's how ours are out there.
Yeah, nice, easy. I don't know. I'm assuming that they probably have it on the brightest whatever color, and her house is more like what you said. Blue is blue. What the brightest color is or whatever.
It's just like it's the warmth of the color. So we even this spotlight that's on Timon, this spotlight here, we can adjust the color temperature of that
Right.
in Kelvin. So like 5600, I think is like the warmest most bulbs will go, and that's like that simulates sunlight, and it could go all the way down to like 3200 or something, which is like blue, like your phone at full brightness, like blue light, like a doctor's office
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Like, so blue light is the most
is
stark,
white, pure
Right.
white light.
Catherine likes the opposite. She likes the yellowish.
Yeah, it goes warm like a lamp. Oh, a lamp is warm
Love.
and cozy.
Good lamp.
Good lamp.
Yeah.
When
Whereas
I get a house eventually, I'm just gonna have lamps everywhere. Like instead of,
Big lamp guy.
I just feel like
very old school.
I
of
don't
you.
like I think I would like to have the option of like if I need to just like really have a bright room, but it's so much more cozy to just have like side light, soft
100%.
light. It's so much nicer.
Agreed.
Filmmaker over here doesn't like the overhead light.
I hear you.
Hates
I'm
my
with you,
house.
man. If you just buy an old house, they don't even have
It's
like
true.
above
Yeah,
ceiling lights, whatever you call
You know
it.
what you like, Time in my basement?
I do.
Thanks.
I'm very familiar.
Okay, so yeah, she like
Isn't this insane?
so she bought this
This is
chair,
crazy.
brought it into her house, and then
She's
all
like,
of a sudden
"What
she's
the
like,
heck?"
"Whoa, how did it turn black?" Like,
I think she ordered it at the store, and then that one showed up. And so then she's like calling the company, like, "Hey, you sent me the wrong color," and they're like, "No, that's actually the same color." And then that very last picture, or the last two, you can see the swatch, and look
You
how
can
it
see it
changes
on
color.
there, yeah.
You can see it on there in the headrest.
that is so great.
How can it be that different?
I know. I mean, I've never seen anything this stark.
I need a video of you holding the swatch, walking uncut. You're walking from the store
To outside or something.
to outside, or like just to your house. You keep the
you
video
have to
rolling
walk
in the
the whole
car,
time.
and then put it on the chair.
Because look
And
how look how white her wall looks with her gray chair
that's the thing.
there.
Is
Yeah.
the color temperature doesn't look that different between the photos.
So here's what's happening. I bet she has extremely warm lighting in her bedroom. Her iPhone has adjusted to that.
Yeah.
And it makes the white appear pure white. And so it's affecting the colors of everything else.
I see.
But it's still
It's
so
still hurting my brain how it can be that much darker.
Jessica, you got to post this publicly somewhere. This will absolutely go viral if you care about that stuff. But
Absolutely. There's 100% chance that goes
100%
viral.
chance. It's a virable offense. Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to that. And
That's
I love
fun.
stuff like this. I loved the dress a long time ago.
yes, and that's what she started with. She says, "Is this
Yeah.
the next blue gold dress phenomenon?"
Yeah,
What was the dress to you guys?
Also, Jessica,
White and
you're
gold.
friends with Missy Weichel. Fun.
for sure, white and gold for me.
Trying to remember what.
I always saw white and gold. Very hard for me to see blue and black.
Yeah, me too.
It's such a weird psychology thing because people like because you this is I don't know if we want to talk about this. Do you when you see the picture like do you see a dress that's like in shadow and like maybe like almost silhouetted? If you could picture it, I don't know if you can.
You're talking about that gold
I'm
dress?
looking it up
Yeah,
again.
yeah, specifically the like
Do I see it in shadow? Is that what you
yeah,
said?
yeah. Like, are you picturing it as like kind of backlit or in shadow?
Yes.
Same. And I think the people that see black and whatever they see are just picturing it like fully lit up.
How? I believe
That's
you,
what I'm
but
wondering.
that's interesting. Yeah, it seems like
it's
there's
crazy.
I mean, look at the top right. It's like a very bright area.
I know.
It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Clearly, there's
Yeah.
some. Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
You guys remember, was it Green Needle and Space? What was it?
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm and Green Needle.
I remember that.
Yeah. Like there were all these different things, and they all sounded like depending on what word you were looking at, that's what you
Yeah.
were hearing.
Yeah, which that was a little bit more of like a science trick, I think. I think both sounds are being played at different frequencies.
Oh.
I think there's like actual like explanation for it. This is just a phenomenon. This is insane.
That chair is very similar to that, though.
It's kind of fun. I feel like just good content from the Ghosties this week. Broadway singers, crazy chairs, a lot of fitness advice.
Whoa.
I appreciate it all.
Shredded Jake. Yeah. Jake Allen making a Photoshop of.
Is that Chris Pratt?
No idea.
I didn't know whose body I was on either.
I bet it's Captain America is my guess. Well, I don't know.
I
Then
don't-
somebody commented, Jake as scrawny to brawny Captain America, please.
Oh,
So,
Bronny James, buddy.
yeah, LeBron James.
Someone commented on there, Rachel, you lucky gal. The eyes emoji. Which I thought was funny on a fake picture of me. Wow, Rachel, you've really outdone yourself.
Yeah, right.
So
Now I'm just looking at all the Facebook stuff.
yeah, it's good. It's been popping this week. You guys are great. I know I said it last week, but we're in a spot now where y'all are influencing me more than ever. So keep it coming. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll try to keep you updated with everything we're doing too with our fitness stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Timon, tell me more about your phone restrictions.
Your yurt.
Oh, I was just like, I'm spending too much time on Instagram, mainly Instagram, and then also like kind of Facebook and whatever. So I just deleted the apps, and I think a couple times. The thing is, right after I deleted them, I suddenly have been wanting to like post on my story every once in a while. So there's been like 2 or 3 times where I just download it back, post on my story, and then delete it again. Then if I want to check anything, I just go on the web browser, and
Yeah.
it's like so much less scroll. Like, yeah, I don't know what you call it, but it's just less addicting.
Less intensive, probably. You're like,
Less,
I'm not
I think
like
less easy to like access stuff. Like there's something about the finger, just like next thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed your story post though.
Thanks.
Apologizing over and over again.
Oh, that was funny. I saw that one. Yeah, for all
Guys,
the
I know you come here for movie reviews, and when I don't do it, I just like to say sorry.
Yeah, that's I've gone through that stage as well of like I'm gonna download it, but I'm only gonna, and then it's annoying because then you have to enter in all your password
Yes.
stuff again.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I hear you.
I've been missing Dax Flame stuff because I always had notifications turned on.
Oh yeah,
But
Poor guy.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling like there's something that needs to change there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video on, I think, Instagram, and I was like, this is...
This guy.
What's wrong
Of course
with
you
me?
did.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. I'd be interested to see what Timon thinks of this, and Brad, but you don't really get the Broadway thing like Timon does. You don't get... People don't talk.
Yeah. People don't wonder.
But then come to find out, I think this is like one of the most viral videos of 2024, so I'm sure you've seen it. But it's the vocal coach about your ya.
Oh, yeah.
And she fixes the chin. You know that video?
So here's the thing. I think I've seen the video, but all I see are videos with different AI endings of that video.
I know.
I
which
don't
one
know
you're
if
talking
I've
about.
seen the original or what even happens in it.
All right.
No, sorry. I was ready. I was getting ready for the explanation. I was gonna ask if you were gonna give it to me.
Those
Then you
were great nonverbals on YouTube. Just like Brad's like, all right, you've had your turn.
No,
Fill me in,
no,
please.
yeah.
Fill me in, please.
I'm like, all right. I would like to know now too, please.
All right, do you have TikTok downloaded?
I
I'll find it on mine.
have TikTok on my phone. I mean,
That's what I
computer.
mean. I don't know what you mean by downloaded, but yeah, I mean, I have it on my phone.
I'm bricked. Sorry, no, I have it downloaded, but
All right. How does it go? Sing your ya.
Raise
your
your
ya. All right. So, this one says the original. So this is pretty cool. This is it. We'll put it on screen, but Brad, you can watch it in real time. This is like a vocal coach helping this girl sing better, but by only like she's like physically touching her, and it like fixes her like voice cracks.
Raise your right finger. Okay. Raise your ya. Raise your ya. Raise your right finger. You're still spreading. Every time you go to right, raise your ya.
Raise your
ya.
ya.
Longer. Ya.
So it's just about opening your mouth more? What the frick is she doing?
Right finger. Raise your right finger.
That's cool.
I thought it was cool, but I don't know anything about any of this stuff. So I was hoping you guys could help explain like what the heck did I just watch?
Yeah.
I wish I knew more, but there is a lot of stuff vocal coaches can just like unlock.
I thought it was so awesome. She's like, it looked like she pressed on her chin.
But yeah, I
just
haven't
slightly.
seen like that full video. I don't really know what goes
You've
on.
only
in
seen
it.
the AI endings.
Yes.
I've seen a couple of those, and they're absurd. Everyone, they get like taken into the sky,
they
and the
fall
kids
into
freak
a
out.
lake or all this. The one I follow this account that
Fall into a lake.
Yeah.
like water, like the ground opens up, just all kinds
Yeah.
of stuff. I follow this one account that only does that video, but interrupted by a band of singing mice. Just like it's a different variation of it. I like that one.
So you
But
think?
yeah, I don't know. It's like it's cool.
Let's try it. So sing something that's too high for you, and then do whatever she did and figure it out. Time.
What does she do in the video? Because I don't.
I don't know. That's
She-
what
It
I
looks
need.
like she just like touches her.
She's putting it down or opening it. Do like the high parts of "I Will Always Love You," and then do it again with me, and I'll
gotta
kind of
do
punch
it
your chin.
as like
Yeah, I'll just
fine.
like
I'll bop ya.
knock you in the teeth a little bit.
just like.
Okay,
I don't.
now do it. Now do it.
Now touch your chin.
Now. It's made it much
great
harder.
gift.
Yeah.
Made
Great
it much
gift.
harder. I'm not like in a. If it was like in the morning and I was like voice cracking, I don't know
Yeah,
how.
I know. You got to get high. That's
I know.
You gotta get high in order to do this.
Oh, that's what it is.
That woman was blazed out of her mind.
High as a kite.
Yeah. So
Anyway, I
don't know.
I don't know anything about that stuff. But I was like, that's fascinating. This girl like becomes a perfect singer when her chin gets touched,
Yeah.
like a voodoo doll.
Weird.
yeah, I want to know. I want to know more. Somebody out there, Jennifer Vorpal, she knows a thing or two about that.
Timon, you're still getting vocal lessons, aren't you?
Yeah. I wish I should know more about this.
Well, I'm saying you could ask your
That's true.
Mr. Sir,
Yeah. I wonder if he's seen the video.
Doctor, sir,
Dr. Coach,
Doctor,
Dr. Vocals.
Yes.
Doctor on.
Zach is here, and I told him to come inside. I was really hoping he would come in right when you were like kind of intentionally trying to crack your voice, but I guess he's not in here yet. But he'll be in here soon.
Raise your yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Zach is here, everyone. Come on in.
Come on, Zach.
Come on in.
Come on in.
He's
Yeah.
got the box cutters.
Dual box cutters.
Oh, dual wielding. Come on down for the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah, this is my brother Zach.
Hi. You see the resemblance?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
excited to break down some boxes.
Good.
Sorry, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And
There's a
you're
microphone.
the reason is because you have so much money. You're just like getting bored with your money.
Pretty much. You know, Bill Gates, he's philanthropic now, and this is my way of being philanthropic. I'm just helping you.
Does he break down boxes?
Well, it's different for everybody.
He doesn't post about it, but he does it.
Right, yeah. He's like group of people.
Yeah, we don't hear about it, but
Yeah.
yeah. What else do you have going on today?
I went to the gym right before this.
Okay.
Before that.
Shows, dude.
Can tell.
Come on, baby.
Kachuga. Yeah. Before that was Chaplet at MNU. Good times. Good times.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were the chaplain at MNU.
No. I went to chapel.
I thought you said
Like
chaplain.
a church service.
thought
Like, you know.
Do you go to chapel at MNU?
Not very often.
Are you a
I
student
sang
there?
in it.
Oh, no.
Oh, take that.
No.
No, he's just a Christian.
No, I'm just in love in Jesus.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Same thing.
His sister was leading worship. So
Oh, cool.
Oh.
that's
I should
I
have
see.
been there.
I
I didn't
see
know
your
that.
angle here, brother.
Kachuga. Kachuga.
it won't show for the audio listeners, but I'm winking.
How'd she do?
Great. Great.
How great.
So great.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Fun.
Do you want me to move my truck for you?
Oh, no, that's okay.
You sure?
I can carry some boxes. That's okay.
All right, man.
Yeah.
A lot of boxes.
So many boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
cool.
Have you looked at the? Oh, hey, oh. Careful. Cut yourself. Have you looked at the inventory in there?
Jake sent me a photo.
Okay.
Send a picture.
Okay.
Daunting.
You wouldn't know it, but I broke down some boxes for him not that long ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
You're filthy rich.
Right.
too,
Yeah, no, same reason.
Yeah.
then. Yeah. It's the
I
only reason
didn't
you
get
would.
paid for mine though.
Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get. I don't know, Jake.
Wait, yeah, maybe we should.
For a 2024 tax, I need some expenses.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just backdate it.
I have a W9 in my car. I'll just give
You have one in your car.
it. Yeah, for sure.
What do we? So you're obviously friends with Time and Imsh.
Absolutely.
Hey.
What do we not see from Time? Like,
Oh gosh.
What do Ghostrunners listeners not know about
what's a-
Timon?
yeah, tell me something like funny that he's kind of hiding from us. Or-
Like Timon has gas.
Oh well. That's
Well, that's you knew that.
Timon.
I know that's
it's a tough
question.
one, just like off the cuff.
Like, is Timon louder than we realize, or is he smellier, or is he like what's Timon's role in the group chat? How about that?
Ooh.
What is
So
my
many
role?
great questions.
What is my role
Yeah.
in the group chat?
You're the
Like, who's texting the most? Where's
You're the
Timon?
one with the weird memes.
Okay.
The weird emojis that you have to pay for.
Oh yeah.
That's what he brings.
Wait. Like
to-
he'll react to a text with a weird emoji, or he'll like send a weird emoji.
like like the apps you have to pay for to like get new emojis.
No, actually.
Several years ago, I paid $2 for a pack of emojis.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're learning stuff.
That is, he doesn't talk much, but he sends the weird ones. It's
He
like,
shows
nah,
off.
time.
Can't hide money.
No.
Yeah, I've broken down a box or two in my day.
I will say, I can't think of a single time I've been to his house where he hasn't sat down at the piano and just played
Really?
For like-
Whoa.
probably 10 to an hour minutes, somewhere in that range. And just
Yeah, I don't
completely-
pay Zach any attention.
Sometimes he doesn't even talk to
He
you.
just tunes out the whole world.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true? You play the piano that much?
I wouldn't say an hour is a bit much, but I like to sit down and mess around.
Yeah.
We've like tried to write songs. I was about to say written songs. We've tried to
We
write.
started
songs
writing
together.
songs.
We put in effort and it
Yeah,
didn't go far.
yeah.
What's the hardest part about writing songs?
For
Say
me,
writing it probably.
Yeah. The whole thing.
for me, it's anything lyric related.
Oh,
I
yes.
can't
Okay.
I can't write lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's so hard to make him not sound cheesy,
Yes.
but also deep.
Right. Like I could sit down and just jam away at the piano, but the second you try and get me to say words, nothing.
Yeah, you can make a
No.
tune up real
Oh,
nice.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah. You are a bass singer?
Baritone.
Oh, baritone.
you can sing low though.
How low can you go?
What's a baritone?
It's when you're cold. But you also need to sing really well.
Just like there's like.
Do you know the Yo Ho song?
Oh, the
Raise your yo ho ho.
raise your yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah.
The pirate one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should
us
give us your best.
give
shot.
you a little.
Or give me any kind of pirate.
All three of you guys know what the yo ho ho song is?
It's
Yeah.
like
You know what it is.
You see a creepy like underwater creature.
yo oh. Let me get in the stance real quick.
He's raising his yaw right now.
Don't be afraid to touch his chin if he loses the pitch a little bit.
What if we mix it up? We go with Hobbit, the song "Misty Mountains" from The Hobbit.
Let's do Misty Mountains.
Yeah, it's like
It feels like a concert now.
yeah, it's like far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old. We keep going or stop.
One more.
We must away ere break of day.
Can I hear yo ho ho now?
Yo, 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 yo.
No, I know that one.
Oh, okay. It's all hands hoist the colors high.
Can I now hear a mashup of the two, The Hobbit and Yo Ho Ho?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me just get in the stance again. Far oh yo, the yo misty yo mountains, the yo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That
I've
was
practiced that before. I'm glad, off
Wow.
the cuff. Off the cuff.
That's good.
Off the kachug.
That is something.
Wow.
Way to be. Well, thanks. Thanks for joining,
Yeah,
brother.
that was a good time.
Anything you want to say to the Ghostrunners Nation?
Wow. Just which camera should I? That one probably.
Yep, this one. Yep.
When you're gonna do a thing, but then you don't.
Right.
But then you gotta make sure that you do.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about like commitment.
That's good.
You could look at it that way, but not
Yeah.
necessarily.
I want you to think about that when you're cutting down those boxes.
Yeah, I will.
Do.
When you think you do.
Do.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
Yeah.
Typically, our clip of the week is like a funny moment. I think that's like inspiration. I think
Yeah,
that's what
sad
we'll go
piano
with.
music in the background.
Yeah.
Or maybe just my singing in the background.
Kind of reverbed. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on, Zach.
Zachary Midget.
Have fun out there.
Oh, he said.
Speaking of
Midget.
Midge, I saw that Midge was in the photo when they did their little escape room.
Shoo.
Oh yeah.
They're friends.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Midge. Yeah, you did not win.
We didn't.
Tell us
Yeah.
more.
It was my first escape room ever. It was called Sorcerer's Secret.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Weird escape room in the basement of a We Buy Gold. Like it's like a random joint business, I guess. I don't even know if they.
What?
It's pretty random. It's in like off 151st in Overland
Okay.
Park.
My DEXA scan was also a combo. It's connected to Journey Church, which is right by your church, Brad.
Okay. I don't know Journey Church.
It's like across the street. It's on the other side of 87th.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
a Journey Church right there. That's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
did my bone scan.
okay.
It's connected to the church. Kind of odd. Basement of We Buy Gold's wild, though.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was I've never done an escape room, but it was a lot of fun. I don't know. It was like we had 5 people. And so, what am I saying? I don't know. I'm trying to think of any like memories from it.
We talked, because I saw you that night. We talked a bit
yeah.
about it. And it's kind of like, you have to do an entire escape room just to know how escape rooms work. I feel like whenever I did my first one, I was like, okay, now I'm ready to do another one right away.
I wanted to do another one right then. Like, just let's pay for the next room. Let's just go into that one right now. Because I was like, now I get it.
I'm supposed to be like looking for weird, really numbers and letters and 4-letter codes and maybe a key.
Yeah.
But when you don't know what you're doing, you're just
And
like,
the thing
I don't
was,
know.
it's like there were a few people in our group that did kind of know what they were doing, but it was like, well, surely I was the difference. If we do another one with this same group, then we'll get it.
If we have 5 people who know what they're doing, there's
Yeah.
no way we get stuck.
Yeah, I think the best part was Zach had kind of like given up on, like he was like, I'm not being much help. I'll just kind of chill. And so we had unlocked a like wardrobe type thing, had like a few coats hanging, found like a code in like pocket of a coat, all this stuff. We're like, okay, we're done with the wardrobe. Zach was like just messing around, like got inside the wardrobe, and then he was like shutting the doors and fell back, and then just like fell into a hidden room, like the wall like opened up. So he like really helped us out. If we hadn't have found, I don't know how much longer it would have taken, but that was probably like 70% of the clues were in that next room.
Oh, wow.
So it was a good thing he found that.
That's like out of a movie.
It was
Just such
so
like
funny.
Three Stooges. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You found it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great.
You go back?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We Buy Gold.
We Buy Gold basement.
They're like, I got a great property for you, brother.
Yeah.
The interesting, I've never been to another one to compare to, so I don't know if this was like a lesser budget escape room or not. Like it seemed fine. There were some like, okay, this is like production quality could have been a little better, but it was immersive.
I feel like most immersive escape rooms I've been to seems like a cheaply decorated room.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty much what this was.
A lot of locks.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. You can hear Zach breaking down those boxes.
Getting to work.
Hey, it's a new year. It's a new you, but it's the same good old Good Ranchers, but they also have a thing called New Year, New Meat. So we're doing that. That's our thing. Okay? So like that's the slogan is New Year, New Meat. So let's promote that. Let's go hard on the New Year, New Meats. Let's make it happen. So
when a customer walks in and they ask, what kind of sales do you have today, or what kind of meat you've been eating, make sure you hit the key points. All right, guys.
New Year, New Meat.
Yep.
That's what you say. You say New Year, New Meat, and you talk about how they don't have antibiotics, they don't have seed oils, they don't have added hormones. They
Make sure to say their slogan too. That can help reinforce
they
it.
say American meat delivered. New Year, New Meat.
Yep, you
So-
say that to them, and make sure they know the added benefits. Like when they talk and they seem kind of on the fence, make sure you kind of you dangle the carrot a little bit. Carrot being free shipping, $25 off. New free meat add-on of your choice every month for a year.
Yeah, salmon, bacon, or chicken.
Yeah, make sure they know that. These are our customers. We care about them. We want what's best for them.
Or
Come
beef,
on, guys.
sorry. Yeah, guys, Good Ranchers is awesome. My friend / owner of Good Ranchers, Ben Spell. I don't know. Do you follow him on the socials?
No, I don't think so.
It snowed for the first time ever in
That is
Houston.
crazy. Louisiana, Florida has
Yeah,
snow.
all the South is just
Snow
frozen
on the
over.
beach.
And he decided like the day before with one of my other friends, Adam Busby, to make this like 15-foot tall ramp to go sledding down in their driveway or in their
Wow.
yard. And it is awesome. It was so fun. He's such a good dad. He's such a good business owner. He runs good things. He does good things with good ranchers. So if you want to support good people, Ben is a good person. He has a good company. He has good products and supports farmers in America. Go to goodranchers.com. It's American meat delivered. Once again, GRKC for that promo code. We appreciate anybody that supports them, and it truly is cost effective. It's not the cheapest thing you can get. You can get grocery store meat for cheaper, but it is really good price for the quality that you're getting. So it's American meat delivered. GoRanchers.com. GRKC. Support Ben Spell and all his friends.
And maybe follow him on Instagram. Toss him a follow.
It's New Year, new meat. New Year, new meat. New Year, new meat.
Good job. I got a couple quick hitters. Last week I talked about Garrett and Glide and the coincidence that happened there.
Yes.
This week, so I mentioned on Monday's episode how Garrett Gibson's been super helpful. He's a physical therapist. And anyway, just super helpful with muscle growth, strength. He's been texting me a ton of stuff.
He's also jacked.
Yeah, he's also a strong guy.
Yeah.
And so I go back and reread what he's sent me. And it's like 10:30 at night a couple nights ago. And I'm just randomly like, I need to see one more time what Garrett said he does on Mondays and Thursdays. And I'm looking at it. And then I get a text from Glide that says, Garrett texting you right now too. I was like, dude. First of all, no, he didn't. But I was like, I'm looking at Garrett's text.
They're meant to be interchanged.
I mean, it was truly like a spiritual moment. I was like, that is crazy that he didn't even have anything to text me about. It was just like, hey, just heard you on the podcast. Like, Garrett texts you right now too. I was like, kinda.
What?
Kinda crazy.
That is.
So just a quick hitter. Just, I could feel God in this Garrett and Glide
God in
tonight.
this group chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there needs to be something. They need to hang out more, I guess, or something.
Something, yeah. Maybe get me out of the way. Yeah, just you guys.
Do you say they have never met or they have met before?
I don't even remember.
As far as you know, they're completely like Garrett wasn't at the the Chiefs watch party.
Did they maybe play basketball together one time? That could have happened.
That might have happened.
Yeah.
Might have.
But yeah, so they're great.
It's about time for us to play some basketball. Little Cornerstone Academy.
Cornerstone Academy.
I think C-Stone, I don't know. It's about that time, isn't it?
Stone.
That one time a year we play against a bunch of high school kids.
I would do that again. I think I'm out on leagues, but I'd play the boys again
Yeah.
for Nolan. Another quick hitter. Surprised Rachel with a RAV4 while she was out of town. That was
Yes.
fun. You drove by like seconds after I surprised her with it. Did you realize that?
Oh.
That was like us getting home from the airport. I went and picked her up.
Oh.
RAV4, shout out Ghosties for influencing me. RAV4 in the driveway.
Wow.
Waiting on her.
Yeah.
It was just kind of fun. And then,
pumped.
yeah, she texts me every day. She'll be like, just sitting here thinking, you got me a car. Thanks so much.
It's awesome.
Like, yeah, you're a great person to give gifts to. That's fun. And then last thing is I need to start keeping track of just the amount of like offers I think I get in a week, because it's definitely not a bad thing, but so many of them are just like fascinating. The Today Show thing, really cool.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy in between pickleball games, not exactly ideal. A lot of them come from pickleball, but this one was we were at Chicken and Pickle, and they've installed this new system where you raise, it looks like when you have like a skier behind you, you got to put the orange flag up. You raise an orange flag on your court if you'd like a waitress to come serve you.
Okay.
We're there a couple days ago. The guy who works there goes, "Hey, Friday Pickleball, we got to have you guys make a video about this flag system. We'll pay you to make a video to like educate people about how the flag system works."
Oh.
And I go, "Oh." I said, "What if you put a sign right here that said like raise flag for service?" And he's like, "Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That would save us.
Yeah, I guess we could just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea." I was like, yeah, I would have felt bad charging for a flag video.
Because
the fact that they're
everybody's
like,
going to see that video.
yeah, like you want us to
what
post
you
it?
got. You got to do. Be like, oh yeah, I think that's necessary. The video. You're like, I
Get a
think-
sign that says
few
scan
grand at
QR
least
code for how to raise this flag and what
goes
it's
to
going to do.
and it goes to our like unlisted video. Unless you want us to post it.
Yeah.
It'd be a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the lowest of the low. We'll pay you to make a flag video for chicken and pickle. It's like, I think there's other solutions to this, but thank
I
you for
would've said
thinking
yes.
of us.
I would have said yes. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Put her there.
I'll make 2. Gosh. Jake just nailed his hand.
It's good.
The table.
Good. Solid. Well built.
Nice table here. That's funny.
Last other solicitation from the week. This is about an hour later, also at Chicken Pickle. This guy comes up to us. You guys Friday, guys? Yeah. What's going on? I want to work together. I'm just going to give you the tidbits because this guy talked to us. He filibustered for about 25 minutes straight.
Oh.
Here are the highlights, the summary
Okay.
from what I can remember. Doesn't have custody of his daughter. Proudly never been sued. One of those things I wouldn't have even thought about it, but now that you mention it, makes me think maybe you kind of have been sued.
Also, yeah. I've never told somebody I've never been sued.
I know, it was such a red flag.
Which is true. I have not been sued, but I've never once let that be known to anybody until 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, Isaac and I are just receiving all this information. So there's that. He manufactures things in China. Maybe he wants to do pig oil paddles. He very proudly air freights them over, which anyone in the business will tell you that's
expensive.
really expensive.
Yeah.
Why would you brag about that?
Yeah.
He said we actually make paddles too, and I said how much your paddles cost, like landed in the U.S. How much do they cost you? He goes $5. I go no one's doing that. That's not possible. He goes yeah. Well, I was just messing with you guys. I was messing with you. Okay, so you guys know your stuff. Okay, I was just messing with you. That was another red flag.
Wait, so he makes paddles?
Yeah, he
So, according to him?
According to him, he does B2B. He makes like custom paddles for like people who want like 60 for an event.
So he does a smaller quantity, but he does it
He
for
air
$5.
freights them. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's adding up. The math is mathing.
And
as they say
and he
on
was
Correct Opinions.
joking about the $5. He was just messing with me.
Yeah, good one.
And then the last red
That's what
flag.
you want from a guy that you're trying to go into business with.
I'm messing with you.
Dude, I've been sued 18 times. I was messing with you. What do you
You guys walk around like you haven't been sued every quarter.
give me a break? Yeah.
That's how we do business. I got a lawyer on retainer for a reason.
It's cold. Yeah, whatever. It's Chris. That's what happens on Christmas. You get sued.
That's your bonus check.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, he said they have a warehouse here in Kansas City. So that was the one thing I was like, hey, maybe, I don't know. And I was like, where's your warehouse? And he goes, I think it's in North Kansas City. At that point, I go, you think? He goes, yeah, I'm almost positive it's in North Kansas. I can give you the address. I go, it's not about the address. It's the fact that you've been doing this 38 years. You don't know where your warehouse is. No. It's in North Kansas City. Like, we're
Is he
good
the one
here.
running it?
I don't know, dude. It's a fascinating proposal.
Benefit of the doubt on that one. North Kansas City / Kansas City is kind of all like, I don't know. But like, was he really trying to get that technical with like the zip code? So its zip code is this.
It's off the old railroad. What's the name of that railroad?
don't
You wouldn't know it.
I can't. Yeah. Okay. Just say it's north of the river. That's good enough for me.
It was great, though. I was just very thankful that Isaac was there to experience it with me. That way,
Right.
then I'd be like, you guys will never believe this guy. And we're like, yeah.
I was messing with you, dude.
I was messing with you. They don't cost $5.
That's so funny. I read something. I'm bricked most of the time these days, but I did read something in my athletic daily email.
Talk to me.
Have you heard? Do you know the name Paul Skeens?
Yeah. Libby Dunn's boyfriend.
Oh, that'll help. Yeah, he's
Rookie
a
pitcher.
rookie. Yeah, really good pitcher. Maybe won the Cy Young. Not positive, but really good
For sure,
Anyway,
Rookie of the Year.
But I read this. It says, I'll just read the whole thing. You know who's already on a Hall of Fame track after one season? Pirates pitching sensation Paul Skeens. It's early, but if he can maintain health and velocity, there's no reason to think he won't make it to Cooperstown at some point, which is why a 1-of-1 edition of his Topps rookie card, unearthed by an 11-year-old collector yesterday, is such a big deal. You heard about this?
No.
The card is enormously valuable, the Athletics' Larry Holder told me. He said it could fetch $1 million at an auction.
You could fetch it.
Paul Skeens, live it on.
1.1.
The kid could take that. So the Pirates heard about this. He said, this says the kid could take that, or he could accept this offer from the Pirates.
Oh, this is
Okay,
fun.
potentially $1 million card or this from the Pirates.
Deal or no deal.
And let's assume this is $1 million for you or this package for your favorite team, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Royals, whatever. 2 season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years.
Wow.
A softball game for 30 people at the park, at PNC
That's a fun
Park.
little perk.
A fun little perk for $1 million. That's what I'm like. I'm like, okay, I don't know. And a meet and greet with Skeens, a chance to warm up with the team, autographed jerseys, and quote unquote other experiences.
Wow. The Pirates themselves want that card that bad.
I guess. Yeah, that is interesting.
That's a great first offer. I think the kids, you obviously negotiate a little bit. It's a great first offer.
I mean, the season tickets thing is the most intriguing to
It's
me.
80 games.
Times 30 years. 200.
You sell 90% of those. How much money is that over the course of 30 years?
Yeah, true. You could sell them.
Can you get $200,000 of your money back? Not your money back, but of money selling those season tickets? I don't know.
That's still 800,000 in the hole, though.
Well, you think about the softball game?
Oh yeah, it's an $800,000 cost. The softball game is cool, but it's like
Like if we got to play a football game in Arrowhead,
Yeah.
that's a really fun Saturday.
yeah.
But, two of
Also-
us get hurt. And
I might want it to be a baseball game. No offense, softball.
you can go baseball for your dream.
Over softball is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why
11-year-old?
on his face?
Come on, yeah. You'd feel real small as an 11-year-old playing on that field, unless you changed up the thing, like the bases, and then it's not fun.
Here's where the 11-year-old's at. If he takes the deal, he's going to be rooting against Paul Skeens his entire career. Like, I don't want him to do well because that card's only going to get higher in value, and I gave it away.
Oh, if he takes the deal.
If he keeps the card, then he gets to root for Paul Skeens, which I think is more fun.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
that card could be worth
What-
definitely more than $1 million. If it's one of one, that could be worth two
Yeah.
or three times that probably.
I mean, he could be the. I don't know how cards work and their value and everything, but I know that they're very valuable right now.
if it's one of one,
It's not like real estate though, where it's like, oh, it's definitely going to appreciate forever. Like cards might not be valuable anymore.
yeah. If he gets the old Tommy J in a year, or something, and he as a person becomes less valuable.
Well, I'm just saying, just in general, sports cards. I don't know if they're going to always be valuable. I think you talking spurred on a thought in me of like, give them that card, but get another Paul Skeens rookie card that's decently valuable, and then you can continue to root on him and be like, yeah, that card. Because I've heard people that have like Mahomes rookie cards,
Yeah.
are worth tons of money now or whatever. Like, okay, get them one that's worth $10,000 right now. I don't know how much they're worth these days, but like, get him one that's decent amount of money. But then if this guy ends up being the best pitcher of all time, okay, that is all of a sudden worth 100,000.
Wow. I just got a notification 3 minutes ago.
Paul Skeens?
An 11-year-old pulled the one of one Paul Skeens rookie card. The Pirates are offering a bounty that isn't close to good enough.
Thank you. I did feel like it's not good enough.
Not $1 million.
I voted. They had a poll. It was like, vote in the poll what you would do. And I was like, I'm going to vote 100% that I would say no. So
That's a fun little position he's found himself in.
as an 11-year-old,
Yeah, you got to hold, though. Got to hold.
hold. So what would you do, Timon?
I don't know.
Think about your favorite team, get to play a softball game on their field.
Yeah, definitely that.
Images,
Yeah.
theater.
You can go to chapel every day.
Not a question.
Anyway, hadn't barely even heard of Paul Skeens. That's how low on the MLB totem pole I am.
From what I know,
Fan-wise.
Lisa Gluck, correct me, I think he got called up pretty late because he was like a first-round draft pick, maybe first overall or something crazy, but didn't get called up to like halfway through the season. And then immediately it's just mowing people down as soon as he got called up.
Okay,
And still won Rookie of the Year, even though he played half the season.
Huh.
I think he was really, really good.
cool.
Can bring the heat. Last thing I've got on my list, doesn't mean we have to stop talking, but last thing I wanted to bring up is my dad texted me yesterday morning, said last night sucked. At 11:45, I remembered my workout, but I did get my 100 push-ups in. So he's still doing it.
45.
He's 23 days in.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I was like, join the club. I said, it's the worst. I said, I would forget to run my mile sometimes in September of last year and think I've got to be the dumbest guy on the planet if this still isn't a habit yet. So
It's genetic.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, that's what you're talking about. Like, it's not like this new thing that you're doing is not something you can just forget and just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll go grab and do that real quick.
Yeah.
You know, like you can, I guess, just stand up right now and do some kind of workout. But like the thing you're trying to do is much more intense than like
It's a full
like you could,
fledged 360 fitness.
yeah, you could put the checklist on the mile within 15 minutes of start to stop to cool down to change your clothes.
Yeah.
If you needed to. Whereas like this is like, okay, this is a little bit more intense.
Yeah. But
It's awesome.
yeah,
Good job, Steve. Keep going, baby.
my dad, your coach,
Yeah.
and my father-in-law have all done it. Now, the verdict's still out on John. We don't see a lot of proof of John doing it, but he claims he's done it. But we don't actually
I just want to see the form. And you know what? Like, even if the form's not pretty, you're doing it. Like,
Yeah, just wanna see proof.
Just good for you guys for doing it, you know?
Yep.
Something I have on my notes that I have, like, I wish so badly we talked about it so long ago. Truly. It's like, this is silly to talk about now. But I thought it was so funny is from the pheasant hunt. I have a note about Harrison.
from the pheasant hunt.
Yes, dude. And I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually put this in there. Here I am. Do you remember? It's like a 5-second moment. But do you remember after the pheasant hunt was over and we like collect all our pheasants, to pick them up and to take a picture of us
Yeah.
holding the pheasants?
Second day.
Harrison like picked up 2 pheasants and pretended like they were having a conversation with each other. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And like it was like a Saturday morning or whatever. He was like, I told you we shouldn't have gone out today. You're always wanting to go to those farmers markets. Why can't you just want to stay in? This is what happens, you know? And it was just the funniest thing. And I forgot to talk about it on the pheasant episode. And then I was like, oh, I'll talk about it the next week. So I wrote in my notes and I kept forgetting it till right now. And it's just a funny
I
thing.
absolutely remember that was so funny. Yeah, they're complaining to each other. They've been hunted. I told you we didn't go outside today.
This is what happens when you get me out of there. I just want to stay at home in peace. So
That's good. I'm glad you got out there. Shout out
Yes.
Harry. He's hilarious.
a few other just quick hitters from me. Nothing crazy here, but I noticed myself getting frustrated at old drivers a lot recently. Not intentionally because they're old.
You find out later they're old.
Yeah, and it's like more and more happening to me. I don't know if I'm driving more during the old time of the day or what, but like, I'm like, what are you doing? And then it's like, okay, fine, you're 80 years old.
I don't know about you. I guess it's a stereotype. I don't know where it comes from, but I have a little more patience if like a Buick is driving slow in front of me. I'm like, I kind of know who's driving probably. But what happens is sometimes it'll be like a lifted truck is in the far like left lane driving slow. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense.
They're not old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say these days, old people driving newer cars.
Are they?
I'm talking RAV4s. I'm talking the CRVs of the world.
Look out.
Watch out. They're not in just like, obviously like they're not in
Town
the
cars.
Oldsmobiles.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just easier for them to get up in those cars versus down in the, Accords of the world. But that I'm reading some new books. I got done with Beartown.
I started a new book last night too.
Beartown was fine. FYI, everybody that's interested. I enjoyed it, but also was like, I don't know if I truly enjoyed it because it was dark. It was just a sad book. Anyway,
What'd you give it on Goodreads?
what's the scale?
You know scale.
Oh, I would give it 6.5 pages.
Yeah. Okay.
6.5 pages. I would read again. I might even read more of the series or whatever. I guess there's a series, but nothing crazy. Reading 2 new books. Just telling people in case it's resonating with them. I've listened to Atomic Habits, but I'm now reading Atomic Habits, which I think you would enjoy a lot.
Great.
And then I'm also reading a book called Parenting. That's all.
What's it about?
Paul David Tripp. Yeah. It's about parenting. Yeah. I got it when
Fitness.
I was like, when we were pregnant with Hattie, and then I started reading, I was like, oh, this is not like a playbook on pparenting. It's like a figure that like once you're into parenting, this is how to look at parent. I don't know how to view it. Not like this is
Here's
what
how to take care of a newborn.
you don't know. Yeah. You don't know this, but yeah,
Burp
babies
'em.
can suffocate at this. And it's like, oh, okay. No. So reading those books. Anyway, anybody want to talk about them? Let me know.
I started reading The Handmaid last night. Rachel highly recommended it. Turns
Okay.
out they're making a movie because it's a good book. So that's kind of exciting. I'll read the
Okay.
book now, watch the movie later.
The Handmaid, not The Handmaid's Tale.
Well, we haven't talked about her tale yet. But the movie is starring Sydney Sweeney. Timon?
I have thoughts on Sydney Sweeney.
Think she's a good actress?
Never watched her in a thing ever.
Same.
Well, why was Timon freaking out about it earlier then?
Ooh.
Oh, Tim City, sweetie.
I gotta watch. Whoa.
Anyway, I just don't think she's that attractive. I don't. And I think everyone's like gold standard Sydney Sweeney. Maybe that's just my personality is like anybody that's like gold standard.
Fall Out Boy.
No Fallout
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
No
Yeah.
Sushi Mito. What's next? Sydney Sweeney.
What's next? You don't like Sydney Sweeney, I bet.
Yeah, you don't love. You don't think Margot Robbie's that good looking either.
Listen. Yes, correct. Yeah,
That one's
crazy,
insane.
crazy.
She was literally Barbie.
She was literally Barbie. That's all I'll say.
But you know what? Beauty's in the eye of the Brad Holder. I didn't even mean to mess it up the first time.
Brad Holder. That's right.
Anyway,
My wife is beautiful though. Shout out to my wife.
baby of the week.
Yeah, baby of the week.
Same.
She's wonderful.
Catherine.
Seriously though.
Me and
is-
Catherine played one-on-one mahjong last week. We didn't talk about that. Just got together, and I texted other people, and no one could. And I was like, well, I've always got Kath. Just walked
She's-
across the street
she's
with my
ready for
bags
you. Yeah.
and just played one-on-one maj with Catherine.
Even matchup.
She kind of smoked me.
I thought you won.
Well, I won one. And now I think about it, yeah, she had 5 jokers that time. Of course I'm going to lose that time.
I mean, you can't boom crack out of 5 jokers. I was just sitting there watching you guys.
Every now and then,
crack-
Catherine would try to like include you a little bit. You're like,
I was like, I don't need it. It's fine. So the Charleston is. I'm like, I don't care. I'm here to hang.
tough to boom crack on a 5 joke.
Boom crack.
It does sound like just the type of like thing that I would like. I don't want to just. It would not feel worth it to me to take the time to learn it.
It's a
Even your
bit of a hump.
average like board game or card game. I'm like, if it takes more than 30 seconds to explain,
Yeah.
I'm
30
gonna
seconds?
tune out. A minute. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Depending
one's
on
like,
the game. If it's someone that's like they're really passionate about this game is so fun, I'll hear them out for a bit. But it's like I don't like the process of learning a game.
Yeah, because you feel dumb.
Yeah.
Because everyone else knows the game but you.
Yep.
Yeah, homage. I'm in it. Any other quick hits?
Brandon Faulkner got married. Shout out Brandon.
Brandon Faulkner.
Bagged his dough. Star K. Peterson came over to dinner. It was a fun time.
Good.
I led worship for kids at my church.
Wow. Fun.
Yeah, I started singing a song that we didn't have slides for. So I was like, oh, sorry about that. No problem.
You start singing Yo Ho Ho. So
Yo way. There was one. What was I saying to the kids? Like I started off, I was like, "It's good to see you guys' faces." I was like, I'm about to say smiling faces, but some of you guys are just staring at me. You know, like 3rd through 6th graders, and they all have like name tags on because you have to like check in at the church and like get checked out by your parent. And so I see this kid's name tag says Isaiah. I'm like, so I'm looking right at you in the front row, Isaiah, and all the kids are like, "How does he know your name?"
what's going on?
And I was like, I know his name because there's a name tag right there. Anyway, it was just fun messing with the kids. And I mean, it's really chill. Good times leading worship. That's about it. Isaac helped me with my basement. That was nice. Table setter's going well. Gets the boys going. Got mistaken for a cop last week. You're a cop, aren't you? So,
fun. Should we do a comment of the week?
comment of the week. Mine is actually going to be a text.
Mine's going to be a Patreon comment. Abby Sheeb said, Timon's giving me more excellent ideas for family movie night with my kids than any Christian mom's Facebook group ever has.
That's awesome.
So good job, Timon.
What have I recommend? I'm curious what I've recommended.
Oh, probably that, like Sarah Plain and Tall and all
Oh
those.
yeah.
Shark,
Oh yeah, just
shark
from
fin.
the that makes sense.
Shark Tale? What was it?
When Dolphin Tail.
Dolphin Tale.
Dolphin Tale.
I was like, Catherine, have you heard of Dolphin Tale? And she's like, yes, that movie's terrible. You know, all this stuff. And I was like, are you sure you're not thinking of Shark's Tale? And she's like, I was thinking of Shark's Tale. I showed it to her. She's like, oh, this looks great. I was like,
Great soundtrack, apparently.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. My is a text from my friend Jana. She texted me and said, listening to Ghostrunners for 5 minutes in the car, my 5-year-old Gemma says, Brad seems so kind. He must know God.
Wow.
Hope that brings you some light today. I was like, that is so sweet and so encouraging and so awesome. I was like, but also kudos to you for having like, if you're a mom whose daughter thinks like that and says that
Yes,
kind of stuff
making
about
that
your
connection.
kids, like, or other people, I mean, like, that's amazing. So shout out to Jana. It's very sweet.
Start being
Sweet
nicer
text.
on here. You got to get to Jana's kids.
Seems so kind. He must know God. She probably didn't even know the difference between our voices. She thinks it was Timon.
Yeah, it could have been.
That Timon guy, he's nice.
Timon.
So shout out Jana. Win of the week?
My win of the week is yes, eating healthier is harder than not, and working out is harder than running a mile. But one thing I've been loving is that I don't get sweaty doing this. And it's just a little joy where I don't have to because I'm, sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. The more I talk to people who know what they're talking about, they're like, I don't think you need to do as much cardio as you're planning on. You're already doing pickleball all the time and in a volleyball league.
Yeah.
You're going to lose your muscle if you do this much cardio. So I'm just going and moving heavy objects around for 45 minutes.
Yeah. And
you don't get sweaty. Most of the time I'm doing it in a sweatshirt. And I love just getting to walk in, walk out.
Yeah.
Not having to get ready, get unready, drive home sweaty, have to bring a different change of clothes. I love it.
Your win of the week is not sweating.
Yeah, I love not sweating. Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
great. I love that.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's such a little joy, getting so used to those miles. I'm changing underwear constantly, changing socks constantly. I'm going through t-shirts and so much laundry.
Yep. Not
Especially
anymore.
in the summertime. Anytime you do it on a treadmill, and it's just great. I love not sweating. It's still getting a workout in. It's fascinating.
Yeah, there's something, I think that's I don't know. I don't know how common knowledge it is now or how many people agree with it, but it seems like everyone thinks that cardio is the way, running is the way. And it's actually, I think having better, more muscle is better for everything.
Cool.
So,
and I will say my first day, I think I did it in a hoodie and sweatpants. And I think every day I've been wearing less clothing. So I'm just pushing myself a little bit.
I was going to say, you'll probably start sweating some. But.
Yeah. When I did abs, it's oh, well, I'm getting a little warm doing this, but yeah, it's great.
My win of the week is going to be Dad's on Maui friend Johnson Ward, Ghosty, ordered, I believe, $4,000 worth of Roback the other day using our promo code GRKC20.
No way.
He works, I think he's an assistant coach for a high school golf team alongside his job. And he's we're ordering a bunch of golf stuff. What's the promo code again? I was GRKC20 at roback.com. And he's you just saved us $700. I was
wow.
That's awesome. So shout out to Johnson. Win of the week is Ghosty supporting us in any way he can. So
that's fun. I was at the Toyota dealership talking to a guy and he was like, what's on your hat? Crave Activity? And I was like, oh, it's this golf brand. He's like, what's it called? And I said, Roback. He's like, oh, love Roback.
Nice.
So
there you
people
go.
People talk.
Crave Activity, roback.com, GRKC20. So Tom, you got to win?
Not specifically.
All right.
Sorry, I'd have to find it, but good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Awesome.
So I'm eating a grape. Good stuff.
Good stuff, guys.
I tell my app that I eat a cup of grapes, but to be honest, I don't measure it. I don't know if it's actually a cup or not.
You are wild.
I don't know. I know it's only day 4, but I do get crazy. I know.
That's good. Grapes are good. God's good. Jake's good.
Shredding's good.
Boys are good.
Good boys. Good pod.
That's right.
Good sewed.
Thank you guys, as always. We're so appreciative that you guys listen to us talk about random garbage and whatever. But can't say thanks enough. Can't say we appreciate you enough.
Good boy merch is out. And go Chiefs.
That's right. We love you guys.
I can't believe that last play. When he...
Whoa. Way up there.
Yep.
Right.
And then he comes down.
It's crazy how high you could jump. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, never again.
That's why they have wind. Gotta account for
That's why you play the games outdoors.
Love you, Catherine. Love you guys. See ya.
See you Monday.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Everybody